I need to build a company for the future of AI, which is lean, mean, outcomes-based pricing. And I'm allergic to subscriptions and hefty enterprise contracts. So I'm struggling between the business demand of inflated costs versus the company that I think needs to be built for tomorrow.
Matt Phillips here, co-founder of Sbur Decision Lab. We feature entrepreneurs sharing their stories and decision-making so you and other entrepreneurs can make smarter decisions and achieve success. Please enjoy this next episode.
My name is Elliot Greenblat, and my company is Subindex AI. We generate, validate, and maintain data sets of AI research.
Tell me about the hardest decision you've made so far in your journey.
To stay on it. I'm an AI scientist. A lot of people want to pay me a lot of money to not be on my own. And I've risked a lot to be here.
What decisions are you wrestling with right now?
I need to build a company for the future of AI, which is lean, mean, outcomes-based pricing. And I'm allergic to subscriptions and hefty enterprise contracts. So I'm struggling between the business demand of inflated costs versus the company that I think needs to be built for tomorrow. So with joy to present to you guys Subindex AI with what I call array intelligence. I am a solo founder, a PhD from MIT, 20 years in AI. I spent the last 3 years building out more than 500 different AI solutions for research and development. How do we take generative AI and help researchers become more capable, creative, and efficient? And what I learned is that when you want to go from the distance between Google AI and real research is miles and miles away. Accuracy is a problem, scale is a problem. So enterprise individually spends $1 to $3 million annually on these critical research data sets, things competitive intelligence, lead generation, scientific data sets. But they get their data from data brokers. These are folks that collect all this data and sell it at $30,000 a seat to pharma or other locations. So here's a data broker that I'm talking to now, SciLeads. They've got 14 million scientists that they track. If you want to sell to scientists, you go to SciLeads and they'll tell you about these scientists. And they track a bunch of things about these 14 million scientists. Some of them are real research questions. What did this guy research? What funding has she received? What is their tech stack? So just think 14 million scientists, 3 research questions. That's 42 million questions that they need to get right every year. So what Subindex does is it generates, it validates, and it updates research data sets. So if you think of ChatGPT, Perplexity, you get this myopic, crooked view of just a little piece of the domain. What Subindex does, it covers the entire domain. It does it accurately, and it lets you know when we don't know what we don't know. So here's a quick demo. An input prompt might be, I need an overview of highly anticipated phase 3 oncology trials. And then with that short prompt, Subindex generates 24 research questions to describe in detail what's going on in each clinical trial, finds 51 trials, and for the more than 1,000 research questions, answers that each one carefully with a validation layer, sources, citation, and a QC layer. So it's auditable, it's accurate, and it operates at scale. So we took a $10,000 work data set, and we've done it now for $40 in 10 minutes. The way we make money is we charge 3x the token cost. Our bottoms up TAM for our 3 clients, which are the individual researchers, the enterprises, and really initially focusing our initial customer on these data brokers, for which we have 3 active conversations. Enterprises climbing in. We have a top leading pharma inviting us to present to them. This is a real dedicated need, but we'd like to go after them further down the road. In the scale of accuracy, auditability, and flexibility and scale, we are alone. Our nearest competitor is Parallel AI, and they've just raised $130 million at a $2 billion valuation, and I am their absolute nightmare. I'm a smart guy coming up behind them with Claude Code, deep insight into the problem, and ready to go for the future fight. Incredible 10x industry average. For when we put it out there, people get a lot of excitement, and we're asking for 600K. This gives us 12 months and to close some of those active conversations with our ICP into paid pilots, and also to push out our direct to consumer. We're live. You can use us, Subindex AI. This is a small piece of Array Intelligence, and I invite you to join us.
Now that you've heard the story and the investor pitch, where are you in your startup journey? What decisions are you wrestling with? Comment below or take a quick survey, and we'll let you know just how investor ready you are.